My child, there is a truth that has been hidden in silence, covered in shadows, and protected by the walls of secrecy. Tonight, those walls begin to crack, and the revelation you never thought would reach your ears is here. What you thought was buried in the past has been living, breathing, and growing, far away from your sight, but bound forever to your name. The heavens cannot allow this secret to remain unseen anymore. For in the stillness of night, when the world sleeps, your destiny has been stirring. And what I am about to reveal will shake your spirit, test your heart, and demand the deepest strength within you. A baby was born. This child, unknown to the world and unknown to you, carries your very essence. The story that unfolded behind closed doors was designed to stay hidden forever, but the time of exposure has arrived. The angels whisper in urgency, because this child is not ordinary. This little soul carries a divine purpose that links directly back to your life. The moment you hear this truth, the pieces of your past and future will connect, and everything you thought you understood about yourself will shift. My child, there are footsteps in the dark that you did not hear. Quiet movements, hushed conversations, and choices made without your presence. While you were walking unaware, another heart was being shaped that belonged entirely to you. The angels saw tears fall in a hidden room. They saw a woman cradle a tiny soul with trembling hands, whispering your name but never daring to call you. She believed silence would protect the child, but heaven kept a record of every cry, every breath, every night of loneliness. This child's eyes carry a reflection of you, so unmistakable, so undeniable, that even strangers would see the connection. And yet the truth was locked away, concealed beneath shame, fear, and circumstances too heavy for one person to bear. The heavens could not stay silent forever. The truth pushes forward like a rising tide, unstoppable, demanding to be known. And now, the message is laid at your feet. You have a secret baby, and the world is about to discover it. My child, this is not a revelation meant to break you, it is one meant to awaken you. The child has been living without your embrace, without your guidance, without your presence, but not without your spirit. For every breath taken, there has been an invisible thread tying the little one back to you. You may have felt strange emptiness in quiet hours, a space in your heart that you could never explain. That was not emptiness, it was the echo of the child calling out, soul to soul, without words. Heaven heard it, even when you did not. The guardians above know this moment carries fire. It will test your courage and your faith. It will show you the true weight of responsibility and the meaning of love. For this child's existence is no longer something that can be hidden, it is now the path you must walk. This truth will shake those around you. Some will gasp in shock, others will whisper in envy, and many will try to twist the story. But heaven warns you, do not let their voices shape your decision. The child belongs to you, and no judgment from men can erase what was written in destiny. My child, you may not understand the storm that is about to rise. Secrets like these never stay buried without consequence. The moment they surface, everything begins to shake, the foundations of families, the trust of friends, even the balance of your future. Heaven is showing me the quiet nights when the child cried out, unaware of your absence. A small hand reached toward the ceiling, as if sensing a missing piece that could never be explained. That missing piece was you. The woman who carried this secret thought she could bury it in silence forever. But silence has a way of turning into echoes, and echoes always grow louder until they demand to be heard. The angels have decided the time of silence is finished. This child's laughter, this child's tears, this child's heartbeat, all of it is tied directly to you. And no matter how far you run, the truth will follow. Heaven does not reveal without purpose, and what is revealed today has the power to change your destiny forever. My child, I see the weight you will feel when the truth spreads. People will not simply talk, they will dig, they will question, they will point fingers. Some will smile to your face while whispering behind your back. But know this, the heavens are not revealing this to shame you, but to align you. For this child is a piece of your bloodline, a continuation of your name, and a vessel chosen for a greater mission. This is not punishment, it is responsibility. You must prepare your spirit, because the days ahead will be filled with decisions. Will you step forward and embrace what is yours? Or will you let fear and pride convince you to walk away? The angels lean close, waiting to see the path you choose. The storm is not coming to destroy you, it is coming to reveal you. And in that revelation, you will either find your downfall or your greatest breakthrough. Heaven urges you to be ready, because the moment of choice is near. My child, the earth has carried this truth in silence long enough. The angels say the ground itself has absorbed the tears shed in secrecy, the fears whispered in the night, the prayers spoken when no one else could hear. And now, the weight of those hidden moments has grown too heavy, heaven cannot allow them to remain unseen. There were nights when the woman holding your child looked toward the stars, hoping one would carry her pain away. She spoke your name softly, sometimes in anger, sometimes in love, but always with longing. And though you never heard those words, the heavens recorded every single one. The child has grown with questions that have no answers. Eyes that search for something unexplainable, a presence that feels missing. Even without your touch, the bond is alive, it cannot be erased, because it is written into the blood and sealed into the soul. Now the truth is moving like fire through dry wood. It will spread fast. It will not ask permission. It will not wait for the right time. It is here, and nothing can silence it any longer. My child, I see doors that will open because of this revelation. Some will lead to healing, others will lead to confrontation. People you trust may reveal sides of themselves you never expected. But remember, this truth is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to direct you. This secret baby carries a destiny that intertwines with yours. You cannot separate yourself from it without tearing apart the fabric of what heaven has designed. For in this child rests a part of your future, a part of your legacy, and a part of your heart you did not even know was missing. The woman who carried this burden in silence will also face exposure. She will tremble, she will fear, but she too will be set free. For the truth not only liberates the child, but it liberates the one who carried the secret for so long. The angels prepare a covering for you in this season. They will protect you from the sharpest words, the harshest judgments, and the heaviest stones thrown by those who think they know everything. Trust this, heaven does not reveal without also providing protection. My child, you may feel the ground beneath you trembling already. This is not imagination, it is the vibration of truth shaking loose from the roots of secrecy. Once a seed of silence has been planted, it cannot remain hidden forever, because heaven sends light to uncover what was buried. The child is the living proof of that hidden seed. A soul wrapped in innocence, carrying your reflection in ways no one can deny. The angels whisper that every time the child laughed, heaven rejoiced, but every time the child longed for you, heaven wept. You thought pieces of your past were finished, sealed, and gone. Yet the past has a way of returning, not to punish you, but to complete you. This child is not here to haunt your steps, this child is here to change your path. There are conversations waiting to be had. There are truths that will sting like fire when spoken, but they are necessary to cleanse what has been broken. And once the cleansing comes, your life will never again carry the same shape it once had. My child, do not think for a moment that this revelation is an accident. The timing has been carved by divine hands. Heaven waited for the exact moment when your spirit could hear this message without running, without denying, without collapsing. That moment is now. The child's life carries a mission greater than both secrecy and shame. There is a reason this soul was born, a reason this truth could not stay buried. And though the world will see scandal, heaven sees strategy. You will be tested in how you respond. The temptation will be to push it away, to shield yourself from the noise, to protect your image. But heaven is asking you to protect the child instead. For the child is not a shadow, it is light, and light must be embraced. In days to come, watch how people around you react. Some will turn against you. Some will use this to strike you. But others, unexpected ones, will step in with compassion, offering you strength you never thought you'd find in them. My child, this road you are walking has been guided by hands that never sleep. I have watched every turn, every delay, and every door that refused to open. Nothing was wasted, because each moment prepared you for the truth now rising like dawn. My child, a letter exists that carries a name you know and a date you tried to forget. It was written in a room that smelled of fear and resolve, folded carefully, and hidden where eyes would not wander. That letter is about to surface, and with it the chain of events that led to a life formed beyond your sight. My child, there is a hospital corridor where the lights buzzed softly and a clock moved slower than time itself. In that corridor a woman pressed her forehead against a wall and made a decision that altered your path. She chose silence to protect a child she feared the world would not understand. My child, the child's first blanket still holds traces of a scent that would have calmed your heart. Tiny fingers curled the way yours did when you were small. A lullaby hummed in the dim light carried my presence even when your name was not spoken aloud. My child, there is a man in your circle who will pretend to be shocked but has known fragments of this truth for longer than you can guess. He benefited from the silence and built comfort on the foundation of your unawareness. When the truth arrives he will smile, but his eyes will look away, because guilt never holds a steady gaze. My child, I have prepared a witness who carries no bitterness. This person will speak simple words that cannot be bent by anyone's agenda. When those words are released, the arguments will fall silent like ash after the fire. My child, Do not fear the sound of your name in the mouths of those who feed on gossip. Air carries noise for only a moment before the wind moves it away. Your assignment is to carry the child, not the opinions that swirl and then vanish. My child, a small blue notebook rests in a drawer beside a window that overlooks a lonely street. Inside are dates, weights, and tiny milestones written in a hand that trembles between courage and grief. That notebook is a map of the months you missed and a record of the love that never had your presence yet always felt your spirit. My child, there will be a day when you stand near a gate that creaks on rusty hinges. The gate will open to a yard where a pair of shoes sits beside a door that was painted in a hurry. On that day you will breathe deeper than you have in years, because destiny breathes back when you approach it with open hands. My child, I will not allow regret to poison your beginning. The past had its grip, but my mercy has a stronger hand. You are stepping into a chapter that was written before your enemies learned how to write their stories. My child, the woman who carried the child is not your enemy. She is a vessel who chose a difficult path, and her heart is tired. I will pour rest into her days and light into her decisions, because this revelation frees more than one life. My child, prepare a room even if the arrival seems distant. A room made ready tells heaven that your embrace will not be delayed. Place a small blanket on a shelf and let your walls learn the sound of hope again. My child, there is a photograph stored on a device that no one checks anymore. In that image the child tilts the head the way you do when you listen closely. The resemblance is a bridge that no lie can burn. My child, money will try to enter this story as a weapon and then become a tool in the right hands. I will show you how to use provision as protection for the little one. What was once a negotiation will become an assignment. My child, you will receive a message that appears simple. It will carry a time and a place and a request to meet without noise. Go with peace, because I will arrive before you and soften the air of that room. My child, the child has a favorite sound that quiets the heart within seconds. It is the low rhythm of footsteps approaching with kindness. Your steps will become that rhythm, and peace will learn your name. My child, I have already ordered days of laughter that will outnumber the days of hidden tears. Play will return to spaces that forgot how to echo joy. Your home will remember how to sound like morning. My child, in the coming nights you will sense changes in your sleep. Dreams will carry scenes that feel more real than memory. Do not ignore them, because instruction arrives in pictures when words would be too heavy. My child, a document carries a signature that once felt like a final wall. That signature will be amended, and the wall will become a doorway. I move ink the way I move oceans, and paper cannot resist my tide. My child, someone will offer you advice wrapped in fear. It will sound careful and it will sound mature, but it will not sound like me. My voice carries courage without recklessness, and peace without passivity. My child, there is a place in your city where the light hits a bench at the exact angle of 7 in the evening. Sit there on a day I nudge your heart, and you will feel the weight of delay lifting from your shoulders. I will meet you in silence and refill your lungs with purpose. My child, I see the child learning to trace letters on a page. The first letter will look like a doorway and the second will look like a ladder. I am building both, because you will walk through one and climb the other. My child, forgiveness will be the oil that keeps this path from grinding. Without it, even small steps will feel heavy. With it, even hills will feel like forward wind. My child, I am setting a table where all parties will sit without shouting. Words will be measured, and truth will be honored. Agreements made at that table will stand like stones that mark new land. My child, do not let the enemy convince you that you are late. You are on the hour I marked long before the calendar learned how to count. My timing gathers all scattered pieces and brings them home. My child, you will hold a small hand that fits inside yours as if it were carved for that place. In that touch 1,000 unsaid moments will be answered at once. The heart knows how to translate contact when language has not yet learned the terms. My child, make room in your schedule for interruptions that are holy. Precious lives never arrive according to convenience. Honor will require flexibility, and love will require presence. My child, there is a melody you once forgot because life grew too loud. I will return it to you as a hum that settles your chest. Sing it when you are driving, and let the road learn the sound of promise. My child, a relative will try to reopen an old wound to gain leverage. Smile with calm and refuse the bait. When peace becomes your answer, manipulation loses its appetite. My child, I am guarding the child's sleep while the world rearranges around this revelation. Night will become safe again. Dreams will become soft again. My child, write a sentence on a piece of paper and place it where you keep your keys. Let it say that love chooses responsibility every day. Read it each morning until your habits memorize the message. My child, your name will no longer feel divided between what people think and what I know. I am stitching identity back into one seamless cloth. Wear it without apology and walk without hesitation. My child, the road ahead contains sunlight and shade, but both will work for your strength. Sunlight will grow what needs to flourish. Shade will protect what needs to mature. My child, when the first laughter fills your home, let it echo. Do not quiet joy because others carry discomfort. Joy is not noise when it belongs to a promise fulfilled. My child, I have placed helpers at unseen corners. They will appear at perfect moments with small actions that change everything. A timely ride, a signed form, a warm meal, a word that steadies the knees. My child, you are not being reduced by this truth. You are being expanded. Capacity grows when love stretches the borders of a heart. My child, the secret has reached its final day. From here forward nothing about this story will live in the dark. Light has spoken, and light will keep speaking. My child, the day marked for revelation is on the calendar of heaven already. The hours will line up, the traffic will part, and the meeting will unfold without interruption. I have arranged stillness around an ordinary room so something extraordinary can be born. My child, you will arrive with steady breath and open hands. The air will feel thicker at first, then lighter as your courage chooses love again and again. I am with you in each step that brings you closer to what has always been yours. My child, the door will not resist your knock. It will swing inward with the weight of months and the warmth of surrender. There will be shoes by the mat, a soft toy on a chair, and a fragrance of quiet beginnings. My child, the child will stand near the edge of the hallway, fingers touching the wall as if learning the shape of safety. Eyes will lift toward you, unsure for a beat, then bright with a recognition deeper than memory. Blood remembers even when words do not. My child, do not rush the moment. Let connection grow like dawn, not like lightning. A gentle smile can hold more meaning than 100 speeches. My child, kneel to the level of wonder. The small heartbeat that once searched the ceiling for belonging will find it in your presence. Your hands will learn the sacred weight of responsibility and the sweet gravity of purpose. My child, I will soften the room with peace. The woman who carried this secret will breathe easier than she has in years. Her shoulders will lower as truth takes the chair meant for it. My child, words will come slowly and land without breaking. The sentences will form bridges over waters that once felt uncrossable. Across those bridges, history will walk toward healing. My child, there is a document on the table waiting for your signature. The ink is a promise to protect, to provide, to be present. When your name flows across that line, heaven will mark the moment as a turning of seasons. My child, I am arranging wisdom for every practical step. Finances will find structure. Schedules will bend without snapping. Systems will hold because love is fastening them from within. My child, you will build routines that feel like sunlight. Mornings will carry footsteps and small laughter. Evenings will learn the sound of stories told in soft voices. My child, I will shield you from the wind of opinions. Some will try to measure your worth by a past they only half understand. I have measured you by the courage of today, and today is enough. My child, prepare a welcome that speaks without noise. A blanket folded with care, a cup set aside for small hands, a drawer with clothes that smell like new beginnings. Environments prophesy before people speak. My child, there will be a moment when the child reaches for you without prompting. The hand that finds yours will erase miles that used to separate. Time will bow to the tenderness of contact. My child, I am training your voice for the tone that calms storms. Firm without hardness, gentle without weakness, steady without performance. This is the sound security learns to trust. My child, keep small promises consistently. Presence is a path made of simple repetitions. Each kept word lays a stone that feet can trust. My child, I will visit your nights with instruction that fits in a sentence. Write it down when you wake. Small revelations build strong houses when honored quickly. My child, a relative will approach with a story that bends truth for control. Answer with clarity and close the door with kindness. Boundaries are not walls when they protect tenderness inside. My child, I am appointing mentors who carry clean hands and patient eyes. They will guide without invading, advise without shaming, support without strings. Receive help like treasure, and let gratitude be your language. My child, joy will arrive quietly at first. It will sit on the edge of the couch and watch you learn. Then it will move to the center and fill the room with a sound you have missed for years. My child, the child's name will rest differently on your tongue after today. It will feel like a key that finally matches the lock. Every time you speak it, doors inside you will open. My child, there is a park with swings that creak like old hymns. Go there on an afternoon when the sky is humble. Let the wind carry laughter across grass that has waited to hear it. My child, I bless the backpack, the tiny shoes, the notebook with pages begging for drawings. I place protection on the path between home and every place the child will learn. Safety will travel like a shadow that belongs to light. My child, legal matters will try to intimidate. I will seat favor beside you in every office, every hallway, every room with rows of chairs and fluorescent ceilings. Signatures will align with justice, and justice will align with mercy. My child, remember the blue notebook by the window. Ask to see it when the time is right. Turn pages slowly, honoring the miles captured in ink, and let gratitude water the ground of your next decisions. My child, you will see traces of yourself appearing in gestures and sounds. A tilt of the head, a way of holding a spoon, a laugh that surprises you because it used to belong only to your mirror. Legacy will reveal itself in simple movements. My child, I am healing the place in you that learned to survive by staying busy. Presence will become your new strength. Sitting on the floor with blocks will become an altar where peace visits daily. My child, when old shame attempts to crawl back with rehearsed lines, let truth answer the door. Truth will not debate. Truth will stand like morning and fill the room until shadows forget how to exist. My child, I am restoring your name in the mouths that matter. The ones whose love carries weight will speak honor over you. Your identity will no longer need defense because it will carry evidence. My child, invite celebration even if some prefer silence. Bake a small cake. Place a candle like a tiny sunrise and clap when the flame dances. Let the sound tell heaven you agree with the new season. My child, the woman who carried the secret will find community that understands complexity without hunger for drama. She will breathe fully again. I will rebuild her days with stability and her nights with rest. My child, do not keep score. Love does not count minutes to prove worth. Love counts moments to multiply gratitude. My child, teach the child the language of safety through patterns. Eye contact that lands gently. Hugs that ask and then hold. Laughter that never turns sharp. Safety learned early becomes courage later. My child, you will notice how rooms change when you enter together. Doors will open that refused you in isolation. Favor travels faster when it carries a future by the hand. My child, I am assigning provision to follow obedience. Opportunities will appear without noise. Choose with discernment and let peace confirm the steps that honor the child best. My child, there is a framed picture you will place on a shelf. In it, 3 faces will learn to belong to one story. That frame will disarm the last remnants of fear every time you pass by. My child, set aside evenings for simple rituals. A walk around the block. A story with pages that crackle. A cup of warm milk that turns the house into a hush. Rituals weave comfort into the fabric of memory. My child, I have already spoken to time. It will no longer rush you into panic or drag you into regret. Time will move at the pace of healing as long as you walk with me. My child, when you hear your own laughter surprise you, know that restoration is doing its quiet work. A heart rebuilt does not announce itself. It simply beats without stutter. My child, keep a journal of firsts without pressure to be poetic. The date matters more than the metaphor. Document joy like a witness signing a testimony. My child, there will be an evening when the child falls asleep on your chest. The rhythm will braid your futures without ceremony. In that softness I will write peace across your ribs. My child, I am teaching you to lead without spectacle. Leadership here is patience, consistency, and laughter that returns after tears. The stage is a living room floor, and the audience is one small soul who believes you. My child, gossip will try a final time to draw a crowd. It will sputter and fade when met with excellence. Excellence answers rumor with results. My child, I am preparing a day for a name dedication that feels like sunrise on water. No noise, no show, just the weight of meaning settling where it belongs. You will speak identity with steady lips, and identity will answer back with calm. My child, friends you did not expect will bring small gifts that fit inside tiny hands. Receive without embarrassment. Honor their kindness by using what they offered. Shared generosity turns strangers into pillars. My child, take photographs without chasing perfection. Blurs are evidence of motion, and motion is life entering fully. Imperfect images will become perfect memories. My child, I am turning the last page of secrecy. The back cover will close with a sound that feels like relief. From here forward, chapters are written in daylight. My child, teach the child to recognize peace by showing peace. The mirror learns what the face repeats. Calm is inherited when it is modeled. My child, I have placed a blessing over your threshold. Every exit will carry purpose. Every entrance will return with goodness. Homes become sanctuaries when love guards the doorway. My child, wealth will not define success in this story. Success will be found in trust repaired, in sleep restored, in laughter counted like gold coins. Provision will follow alignment the way rivers follow gravity. My child, when you sign the final form, breathe deeply and look up. Agreement with destiny deserves acknowledgement. I will answer with a wind only you will notice. My child, the child's future is opening like a road after rain. Clear, fresh, reflective. Your footsteps will not splash in mud. They will glide on a path kept by mercy. My child, this is the hour where grace becomes strategy. Strategy becomes structure. Structure becomes legacy. Build patiently and rejoice often. My child, I seal this chapter with favor that cannot be argued away. You will live it openly, protect it fiercely, and enjoy it fully. What was hidden is now holy, and what is holy will be held.